Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. I am in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I'm visiting East Coast Volkswagen, and I'm checking out a 2016 Volkswagen Golf Sportswagen in the S trim level. So this is a family-friendly vehicle, has plenty of room on the inside, gets excellent gas mileage, and it's turbocharged. So let's go ahead and check it out. This vehicle has 15-inch alloy wheels that are painted silver and four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated disc brakes in the front and solid disc brakes in the back. The name of this color is black. No special terminology on this one. They just put black on the window sticker. So here in the front, you see it has a nice big Volkswagen emblem staring back at you, and then you have a reflector headlight system with halogen bulbs for the high and the low beams. So this is what the key looks like. It has a lock and unlock button on it, panic button, you even see the little guy running away, and the ability to open up the trunk. And also, check it out, switchblade key, which is pretty cool. Let's take a look at the interior, starting with the passenger side. And check it out, it has a beige interior, and also it has this kind of synthetic brushed aluminum look, which is pretty cool. All soft to the touch surfaces around your arm. You even have a felt lined big pocket there. I guess you can put a bottle in there or whatever you want. It's so huge. There's your threshold. It has a combination of manual and powered seats. Cloth beige seats with some textured, a little bit of a textured mesh here in the center to kind of give you a good comfortable feel. And a little bit of a bolstering on the seat, but not too intrusive. You have plenty of legroom. Now I don't have the seat all the way back because I want to show you the room in the back, but plenty of legroom. You can see on the driver's side, it actually all the way back. So you can see massive amounts of legroom when you start putting the seat all the way back. You just have to compromise with the person behind you if there's somebody there. You have that brushed aluminum look there. Lockable glove compartment. You also have an infotainment system in here. Places to put SD cards. It's a air-conditioned glove compartment as well. Felt-lined glove compartment, place to put some coins and business cards there. Inside of the back doors, not skimping on quality at all. Okay, so there's your difference in legroom. You can see the driver's seat is all the way back, but this one's not back all the way. It's about middle, almost more to the front. So you can see you have plenty of legroom back here. You just have to adjust the seats appropriately. Now I'm 6 feet tall and the driver's seat is too far back for me. So you could be like 6'5" or 6 or whatever to have it back that far. You do have a significant hump there in the center, so you want to keep that in mind when you have a center passenger. You have rear AC vents, center armrests with cup holders. You have a pass-through right here in case you want to access stuff in the trunk. But otherwise, you have a bench seat with a 60-40 split fold down, so you can have a combination of cargo and passenger space, like so, in case you need it. Fuel doors on the passenger side, so you're gonna have to get them to pump the gas for you, passenger. So there's your cap, has this little tether system, and you open it up, it has this little thing right here to hold it. So it kind of goes like that. So that's what that hole's for. Let's take a look at the back of the vehicle. You see it has that spoiler there on the top. Your Golf emblem. You have the exhaust on one side, two pipes coming out the same side. And you actually have a camera right under here. So when you put it in reverse, it's gonna pop out and expose the camera. But otherwise, to open up the trunk, you just push like that and it kind of turns into a handle. So we do that number and lift it up. All right. So you can see it has a shade here, which is easily moved back. You just push this down and it kind of snaps it to the next level. Push it down again and it snaps all the way back like so. And it is removable in case you need to add, needs that extra space. But here's your cargo space, and man, is it massive. It's like doubling the regular Golf. You even have some places here on the sides, 12-volt power supply. You even have the ability to lower the seats back here. So just pull that, and it kind of lowers the seat for you, which is handy if you're putting in a box or something back here. So that way you can have a combination of cargo and passenger space. More storage space on this side. Yeah, because so you can see, once you start folding seats down, this is going to be a massive cargo space vehicle if you need it. So under here you even have more cargo space. This lifts up, there's your spare tire, but look, you even have some extra space under here. You even have a place to store that shade under here as well to kind of get it out of the way. And your tools are actually behind this compartment here, hidden away for you. Let's go ahead and start it up using a switchblade key right here. You do have to put your foot on the brake in order for it to start up. So with the seat all the way back, look at this. This is your floorboard in front of your driver's seat, and wow, look at that. You have a place to put your left foot there on the left side, your brake and accelerator pedals. You even have a floor mat that hooks in place so it doesn't slide around on you. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there's a little latch just right in this little round part. Right in here, just lift it up. Right there. That way, and the hood actually holds itself up so you don't have to hold it up, which is good. Okay, so here's your engine. It's TSI, turbocharged stratified injection. It's a direct injection 1.8 liter 4-cylinder with a little turbo there on the back. It is covered up a little bit with plastic, but you can actually see a little bit of engine here, which is good. Okay, let's take a look at the driver's side door. It's just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. You have the power window controls here. So let's go ahead and see how fast it goes up and down. It's a one-touch up and down. It goes pretty good. There's your door lock controls. Your side mirrors are adjusted with this little joystick. You just pick a side, and then you can adjust them. Really like that big pocket in the door. That's awesome. There's your controls. You can actually raise and lower the seat as well using this little lever right here. So it is, you can get that position that you want, I guess. Headlight controls are here. Parking lights and headlights here. Dimmer switch for your interior gauges. And then you have a tilt and a telescoping steering column that you lock in place with this little lever. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look on the inside of the vehicle. And I have plenty of leg room. My legs can go completely straight out. The knee room is fantastic. Just overall comfortable seats. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here on the steering wheel. It's a synthetic leather wrapped, I guess you can say, with very smooth, no texturing, very smooth and comfortable, and it's a little bit more round on the back side than it is on this side, so it's not completely round, which is very comfortable. It's has a good design, and then it has this piano black plastic here, which is looking pretty nice, and the Volkswagen emblem there. So here on the left side is your cruise control, and then your volume for your radio is here. Here on the right side, you have your Bluetooth audio controls for voice recognition and answer your calls. These buttons here for your presets for your radio, so you can cycle through those depending on what band you're in. And these buttons correspond with the screen between the gauges, which we'll get to in just a second. You have your windshield wiper controls there on the right. On the left side is your turn signal and dimmer switch for your high beams. So let's take a look at the gauges. I really like this brushed aluminum look to the interior. It's really nice. So you have your RPMs here on the left and your engine coolant temperature there in the center. On the right side is your speedometer, and then you also have a fuel gauge as well. But right here in the center, you can see it has your outside temperature, it has your trip, the odometer, and also which way your vehicle is facing, and the clock. But you also have a digital speedometer there in the center, and this is, you can change that information. So I'm going to kind of scroll down using these buttons here can kind of scroll down so you can see, get some more information there. Average speed, distance, travel time, your range before you have to get gas, average fuel consumption, oil temperature, speed warning, so that you can make it kind of give you a warning if you're going over a certain speed, and then it scrolls back to your digital speedometer. Now, using the other buttons, these silver ones here, you can cycle through more of a broader information. So scrolling to the right, you can have the compass. Scrolling to the right again, you can have the audio, what your radio's doing here. Telephone, so like say your caller ID, things like that will show up here. Vehicle status, any kind of warnings or anything like that, time to change the oil, that kind of stuff will show up here. Driving data, this is where the screen we had before. So to give you an idea of the you know, the different menus, and you can kind of go in there and get the information that you want. Okay, so let's look over here at the center stack. So you have your four-way flashers in that red triangle there. Here's your touchscreen radio, and you have a combination of touchscreens and buttons on the side as well, so you can access those directly. You also have a traditional volume and tune through the stations knob. Right here at the bottom, this little bar is a gesture bar, so when you pass your hand in front of it, you notice it expands these little menus down here at the bottom. So there's your presets showing right now. So let's cycle through the band so you can see there's AM, satellite radio, there's FM. You can tune through the stations like so, which is pretty neat, kind of gives you that classic look. You also have media. There's different ways of playing music through the sound system, including Bluetooth audio, USB, and auxiliary input, as well as the radio. You can pair your phone here. Once you pair your phone, you'll have access to your recent calls, your phone book, stuff like that. And then your voice recognition. Help.
To change context, say telephone, media, or radio. You can also always say help.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Just give you an idea of what it sounds like there. Your voice recognition system is really handy at keeping your eyes on the wheel and eyes on the road and hands on the wheel. It's a really good safety feature once you know how to use it, because you can stay productive making phone calls, receiving phone calls, different things like that, while just using your voice. So it's pretty cool. So you have a mute. You can adjust the sound for your radio here if you need to, and your car screen right here. This is where your drive computer. It lets you know your miles per hour average, average miles per gallon, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And then this is where your different icons will be right here. You can actually see images. So this has a USB port. So let's say if you put USB drive in there and it has images, you can actually display them right here on the screen, which is pretty neat. So your app connect. So there's applications that once you pair your Bluetooth phone with the system, you can have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and MirrorLink. See, basically those are ones you actually have to physically plug it in, and it'll install the appropriate software for those particular things. Go back here. See your vehicle, we saw that. So those are just basically some different screen, just kind of quick access screens here to go into, which is pretty neat. Okay, so down here is your climate control. So you have your temperature, your fan speed, and where you want the air to blow. Down here is a little compartment, so you can put your cell phone or whatever. It goes in there quite a ways. And there's your auxiliary input and your USB port. And it's big enough to where you can put your cell phone in there and close this up. So that's pretty good size. So here's your shifter. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse so we can see what the backup camera looks like. And the clarity and the contrast ratio is really good on this. the resolution on the screen is good as well. Reverse, neutral, drive, and then you have a sport mode, and you can cycle through the gear ratios if you want to, using kind of like a ratchet shifter, as well as the paddle shifters here. You have a plus and minus here, and if you accidentally change the gears, you can always push and hold the plus and it'll go back into the automatic mode. Okay, so there's my card here, and I was noticing this doesn't go in very far, so I guess it just kind of intended to stick up like that, and a place to put some quarters or whatever there. 12-volt power supply. Your parking brake is here. There's your cup holders, and then your center armrest is very comfortable, soft as can be, and it's not huge, so I don't know if it's going to be, you can share it with your passenger maybe, but it slides backwards like so. See, there's your cup holders, and then this lifts up, and you have this storage area with a 12-volt power supply in there as well. And it's not too big, so I guess it's not going to be too cluttered up. You had the manual day and night mode for your rear view mirror. Here's your reading lights here. You can have one or the other or both. You also have the rear lights. You can make it to where the lights turn on and off when you open up the door there if you need to. And check it out. Place to put some big shades. Your Hollywood shades look that'll fit in there. Also, it looks like it's big enough to where you can put other things besides your sunglasses in there. And then you have a roadside assistance button, information, and a emergency button here. Your visors have mirrors and lights, so when you open this up, the light turns on, which is pretty cool. They also will extend out, so you can kind of get that just that right position, I guess. Let's take a look at the visibility. So you do have quite a bit of windows in the back, and it's not too bad. I mean, the headrests kind of land right where the pillars will be in the back, so that's not really an issue too much, but plenty of glass back there to see out of the vehicle, so that's pretty good, especially considering you do have the backup camera and stuff like that to kind of help you back up. Okay, there you have it. 2016 Volkswagen Golf Sportwagen. Very, very convenient vehicle, has lots of features, is very comfortable, family-friendly vehicle. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you for watching, and thank you to East Coast Volkswagen here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for allowing me to show off an awesome car, and I'll see you guys next time.